That's not a good sign. Where's the camera? Did I forgot to do a thing. Windows, why are you giving us crap about this? Haha, shit. Well, this is a small problem, isn't it? Hey, there we go. Oh, right, I forgot to turn the lights on. Oh, boy. Much improved. Much improved. Don't need that. Visible. I'm a professional. This is a lie. This is an absolute lie. I am not a professional in the slightest. Okay. Okay. So, hang on. Hang on. Great. There. Good. Everything. Let's see. What else do I need to take care of? I posted everywhere. Silence phone. I think everything's in order. Oh, right. Actually launching the game. That's a good idea, too, isn't it? Hey, base. Thanks for the bits. Ooh. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. I need to turn that off in a big hurry. Shit. Okay. Stop that. Okay. Minecraft, one of the rare games that actually supports the Discord overlay, so that's going to be off now. Oh, thanks much, Blackness. The shirt is the most professional part because I'm wearing shorts with it. Bad shorts. But yeah, the shirt looks good if you don't pay attention to that. Alright. You guys are going to have to help me balance this a little bit, because I know Minecraft does not hold back with how loud it makes itself. So, if the volume comes out of... if the volume gets out of hand, please let me know. Oh, holy shit. Thanks very much, Kentaro. Welcome to the Foxbox. Okay. Okay. Alright. Great. So, what I intend to do today is show you a couple... well, I want to show you a couple things and then maybe show you a server and then potentially mod it. I don't really have much of a plan. Well, hey, yeah, thank you very much for that. It's not your dollars. It's Amazon's dollars that you've already given them. So, like, yeah, it's... Twitch Prime's one of those peculiar things that I don't quite understand. What is up with my crosshair? What in the devil is my crosshair right now? Why is it so... Why is it a dot? What if I applied those in the reverse order? There we go, that's better. I mean, I guess I could get used to the dot. Yeah, I guess I'll get used to the dot. There's probably other things that fixes too. Alright, so what in the devil are we doing here? Also, hey, if anyone wants to join me in the commentary room, I'm pointing to the right because that's where it is on my monitor. I know you have absolutely no indication of that. If anyone would like to join me, I am on my own in the apartment for the moment. And I could certainly use the company. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I started off the video wrong. Right. Forgot we're playing Minecraft, so I need to start this way. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back. After you did like and subscribe and click the bell, blah, 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 blah. Alright, well, with all the formalities out of the way, time to get naked. Though I admit, this does kind of make me look like Crash Bandicoot. So that too. There, now I've got better lighting as well. One moment, base, let me pull you in. Boop. Welcome. Base.
Hi, Jeremy.
Yay.
You're not alone now.
Yay. Okay. So, what the hell is this thing? I'm sure several of you are wondering. This redstone monstrosity is a machine I built on a server about 1.5 years ago. That server no longer exists for various reasons. I may or may not have had something to do with it.
Did you blow up the server, Jeremy?
Maybe.
Oh, wow.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've got to change these because I'm not some kind of madman, Ben.
Could have been worse. You could have made a really, really bad announcement.
Yeah, this is a complicated machine of my own design that
Okay,
is...
wait.
What?
Can you fly around it again? I want to see if my eyes are playing tricks on me, or if it's
Oh.
actually like a dog.
Right. You and thinking this looks like a dog. You're the perfect commentary. Here's the view from the south. West.
Wait. What?
North.
Street tag, remember that. I like phone.
East. And top.
Alright, from the north, if you look at it from the pink part, and you just go straight forward, it looks like a dog.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Maybe I'm just going crazy. Oh, see, Blackness agrees.
You're all nuts.
It does, though. It's a cute dog. Are you just upset that you didn't accidentally make it look like a fox?
No, look. This is what a dog looks like, okay? No similarity. Bark. Yay! Dude. I don't know, go for
I
him.
mean, the Minecraft dogs aren't actual dogs. They're more like wolves.
But they're so cute.
Yeah, you know, but they're not like domesticated bork dog.
Wait, is this a rainbow because it's Pride Month, or is my texture pack like that and I never noticed? I don't recall these being rainbowy.
I would assume that is your tech pack. Because I feel like for them to have done that for Pride Month, it would have required even a tiny update.
There's a lot of stuff hidden in the game that activates simply based on dates, though. Like chests looking like presents at Christmas time.
I mean, I guess that's true. Is it still June?
Last day of June.
Okay, so maybe when we get to my favorite month, July,
Why is it your favorite month?
because MechaCon is at the end of July,
Yeah.
and also the 4th of July.
July is also my favorite month, but for a different reason.
Yes, birthday.
Yep. There.
Into
Now I've pissed off everybody.
What did you do? What did you do, Jimmy?
$15th.
Okay, so you have one person in your corner.
Yay! I'm just waiting
So
for like everyone to unfollow the channel after that stupid joke.
What'd you do?
I
didn't see it.
I named the dog. Didn't you see that?
No, it didn't. My head was turned away as I was trying to do a different thing. Oh, I'm seeing it now because I'm like very behind on stream compared to you actually doing it in via me talking here.
There. I'll make it even worse.
Oh no. Oh.
Okay, time to fix that. There we go.
Why does Minecraft not have domesticated foxes?
Yeah, cool. So the reason Minecraft doesn't have a whole lot of things, is because the old engine, which is set to be replaced, in an upcoming update, has room for a finite number of things before they run out of data values because of how Notch made it in the first place. There's an upcoming overhaul to that is going to change a lot of how many items are allowed in the thing. How many items, how many blocks. But like it's all based around the finite space that Notch originally included, because I mean he clearly didn't intend for the game to get this huge or last this long, considering that he quit development after he'd made like a couple $1 million or whatever. It's like, I can't take the pressure, goodbye.
I mean, they'll quit after making a couple million.
But yeah, it God, this music makes it really hard for me to think. That's why I have it turned off most of the time when I play Minecraft.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've never seen someone actually have the music on during Minecraft.
Um, but yeah, there's only programmatically room for so many features of Minecraft at,
Mm-hmm.
at the moment.
Oh man. Tell me if you can hear the lawnmower outside. If so, I'm just put myself on push to talk.
Well, your cell phone is breaking up just a little bit anyway, so
Oh, okay. Yeah, because there's a lawnmower outside. Type really fast.
there we go. What?
You type really fast.
Yeah, that was kind of slow, honestly, because I I'm not used to Ben's mechanical keyboard yet.
Mm-hmm.
Or frankly, I'm not used to any mechanical keyboard yet because my fingers have too much weight to them and they'll trigger the keys when I don't mean to.
Mm.
Ben, I'm glad you're here to have an opposite stance.
Yay! Ben's on my side. Thank you, Ben.
Well, he wasn't
Enjoy
yesterday.
Panera.
All right, so this preposterous machine is a gambling device that I made on a server about a year and a half ago. And I
Mm-hmm.
just to make sure that I have it around, I copied the design out to a single player world where I kept it and I took screenshots and made sure I'd be able to rebuild it. And then my hard drive catastrophically failed earlier this year, and
Oh God.
one of the few folders that I was not able to recover was my .minecraft
What was
folder,
this?
which conveniently contains the save and all the screenshots.
Enjoy your haircut, Ben.
Oh yeah, enjoy your haircut, man. I meant to bring those screenshots over here. It'd probably be poor form to go over to the other computer for a second, but like I had precisely one screenshot of the original device, and
Mm-hmm.
it was from like the front, so the bulk of the circuitry was completely obscured. So So you, like, I had one screenshot left and very vague memories of building the device itself because it was like a year and a half ago, and I wanted to rebuild this. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, to be fair, Ben did a very good job recovering the data from that hard drive, but the .minecraft folder and all my app data
Ben,
was just too
hey,
far gone.
Ben, able to recover crashed stuff.
Well, we plugged the hard drive into his computer, ran some repair utilities on it.
Oh, fuck it. I was gonna say, yo, Ben, I have a copy of Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, and the save data's corrupted. Is there any way you can recover my Pokemon? Because I had a crap ton of shinies.
You
I
have a
will pay you, my guy.
you have a physical copy.
Yes.
That's quite a tall order, really.
Dang it. I need those shinies back. They were worth a lot. Also, all of my Pokemon from every other gen before then was all on that game.
Okay, so preposterous gambling machine. Um, this thing. I'm going to attempt to explain how this works because it all kind of came to me all at once on that server. Um, one of the
Oh no.
one of the reasons this is such a cramped machine.
Mhm.
The the space I was trying to build it on that server was one mall plot because players could own mall spaces to sell further things that they mine or make or whatever.
Yeah.
And everybody just had a shop with things that they made. and I wanted to find a way to make a game, because there were certainly casinos, but they were all simple, like push a button at this dispenser, and you get one of the 9 things in the dispenser. And that's not very fun to me.
Yeah.
So I set out.
You like the
I
gambling.
I set out to find a mechanism that would work with the chest shop plugin on the server, which meant I needed to make some kind of device capable of detecting a sale via redstone, which, as it happens, is quite an interesting idea. Because there's no real good way to do that. I ended up coming up with several solutions and finally worked them down into a system that looked a bit like this. I'm going to try and recreate it for you guys real quick.
Okay.
There. That was the initial design. I had used sunflowers because in Minecraft texture packs they look like just the head of the sunflower, no stem, so they kind of look like coins. So my thinking was that they could serve as like gambling tokens. So this is what I had come up with. A chest that, I don't know if anyone's, if you've necessarily played if you've necessarily played Minecraft on a heavily plug-in vanilla server.
Okay.
Have you?
I have not.
Okay. But the system was something like this. That's more or less how the chest shop sign would work out. If you formatted a sign in a specific way, it would turn the sign itself into an interactable item with your username, buy price, number of units to buy per use of the sign, and then the item inside the chest that you're selling. You were also able to append dash whatever with the rest of the characters available on that line to just spruce up the name a little bit. So I had called them sunflower tokens so that it even...
Sounds hard.
What?
Making a slot machine sounds hard.
Yeah, and there certainly are slot machines, but that's not what I try to do. So anyway, I had this sign that for every play of the machine, I'd get like 250 in-game monies. And this is how it works. You take the sunflower out, the system replaces the sunflower in the box, but the moment you buy it, a signal comes through to the machine, which you saw very briefly there. Let me bring the wire back around so that it's a little bit more seeable. But as soon as I take this sunflower out, that light on the right will blink. Because comparators, that's this block, comparators have the capability of reading the fullness of a chest, and so long as there's only one item left in the shop sign will be able to sell the last item. And when there's nothing left in the shop, this signal goes away.
So you manually refill the shop?
No. I automatically refill the shop because when this signal goes away, here, let me take this block away for a second. When I take that out, this turns off, which turns the torch back on, which sends power back to the dispenser full of extra tokens, which puts one back in the chest so that it's usable again, and I don't get notices that the shop is empty because it never actually empties. But that same pulse comes over to the rest of the system, which fires once someone pays me. And this was the core of the machine, a way to get redstone signals out of a plugin. And that system exists right here. Chest, dropper, comparator. From there, I spiraled outward into this whole ludicrous mess, which, fortunately for the purposes of this explanation, is color-coded, so I can actually talk about it a little bit. The first thing that the signal goes into is the trigger circuit in yellow concrete. When the item is taken out of this chest, the comparator turns off, which does a couple of things. When this dust turns off from the comparator, that off signal is carried over here, which produces a short pulse to this piston, which will move the redstone block over a square. When the redstone block is in that space, its signal goes precisely 3 places. First, it goes up a level to... Here, I'll go over to my exploded view so you can see a little bit better. The circuit doesn't flow exactly, but that's the whole reason I made the exploded view, so that I can look at it without it being a cramped piece of crap. Because it's hard to maintain in that form, but it's much easier to build once I've expanded the plan into something like this.
Yeah.
So I can go layer by layer.
I'm sorry I'm being so quiet. I'm dealing with a thing that just happened.
That's okay.
And
Anyway,
I have to call. Sorry.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
The trigger circuit, the first function is to trigger these droppers, which in Minecraft mechanics, when a dropper or dispenser is triggered with signal, it picks one of the 9. First, it checks to see which cells actually have items in them. Then it picks one of those cells with an item in it and puts it into the space immediately in front of the dropper. If there's nothing there, it just ejects it as a dropped item. If there is a block with an inventory, it physically puts it into that inventory. In this case, that inventory is a hopper, which will immediately flow back into the dropper as soon as the power is gone. Each of these droppers have a stick and a shovel, which is super important. I'm again using the Minecraft comparators, which can read how full an inventory is. Based on which item is selected to be put into the hopper will be either 1/5 full, because shovels don't stack, and there are only 5 spaces, or significantly less than that, because the sticks stack to 64 and it would take 5 full stacks of 64 to fill this thing, which through a comparator results in either a signal strength of 1, which does not reach this repeater, or a signal strength of 3, which does reach the repeater. If one of these does choose the shovel and the signal strength reaches the repeater, it carries on down this line, and there are 3 of these lines, which represent 3 bits of binary, all the numbers from 0 to 7. So the blue segment, or the light blue segment, is is the binary decoder, but we'll get to that in a moment. The other thing the second thing the redstone block does on the yellow circuit is trigger this downward-facing dispenser, which is full of arrows. The arrow intersects the wooden pressure plate and holds it down for a period of precisely 60 seconds before the arrow despawns, because that's how Minecraft works. And that pressure plate will extend this piston, forcing these two observer blocks to stare directly into each other's eyes romantically, which, again, I'll get to why that's important in a little bit. And the final thing the yellow circuit does is connects very briefly into the green circuit, which, over in the machine proper, the green circuit is associated with the prize cart. Green is prize cart. And that's a cart full of prizes to be distributed to the rest of the machine, and it rolls along this track delimited in green. And that's the yellow circuit. There's also one further stage here where the yellow circuit goes right off into the red circuit. Or, wait, which color is this? Sorry, goes off into the purple circuit, which, again, I'll get to precisely what that does in just a moment. I know, there's a lot of talking, right? There we go. So, change that to the purple circuit so I can remind myself that that's the purple circuit later. So, from the yellow circuit, the most obvious thing to talk about next is the binary decoder. Essentially, we've got three 50-50 chances to choose either a shovel or a stick, which turns into a redstone pulse of either not enough signal or enough signal to become 1 or 0. So 3 bits of binary chosen at random, and it is true. Well, it's not true randomness because Java has a very poor implementation of random, but that's for the purposes of a Minecraft gambling machine. I didn't feel like making a true random number generator because that would have been much larger and almost impossible in an environment that doesn't actually run on true randomness. So you're just going to have to deal with it, that after 2 billion or so permutations of this machine, you'll start to get the same random results eventually. But I suspect that if this were in a position to be used 2 billion times by the same user who was also counting on Java repeating itself, I'm going to go out on a limb and suggest that perhaps Minecraft had not been relevant for a while by the time that they reached 2 billion uses of a machine. So, the binary decoder, we have 3 bits, which are either 0 or 1 whenever the machine is activated. It travels through this thing, which, by way of torch interaction, translates the 3 bits of binary into one of 7 doors. These doors open, people can get at the chest behind them. Now, of course, given that this is Minecraft, they could presumably just break these doors, but that's the equivalent of trying to rob a casino. You gon' die. And also, they're going to fix it. So, depending on which number is rolled, one of these lines up here will turn off. At the same time, that purple circuit I mentioned is triggered just a little bit after the initial pulse goes through. And this line of repeaters turns off at that time. When this line of repeaters turns off, whichever one of these doors has been selected by its redstone line turning off. Shit. Sorry, I fell down. There we go. When that line of repeaters turns off, that door will open because this particular piece of dust is getting on signals from both the upper branch and the repeater chain down below. So it's a NAND gate, essentially. Whichever one of these is off for both signals will actually open. And I had to implement that because ideally these signals all propagate at the same time, but given server delay and Minecraft dickery, sometimes they don't. So if, let's say, bits 4 and 5, or bits 4 and 1 transmit simultaneously, that would be door 5, because 4 and 1 is 5. But if they don't transmit simultaneously, you have the potential of door number 1 opening for a split second, or door number 4 opening for a split second before the system realizes that both of them together are supposed to be 5. And this is just how Minecraft Redstone propagates. It sometimes doesn't quite work the way you want it to. And those opportunities would be extremely brief, but it would still be possible for someone to reach into these chests and take somebody's prize that they didn't pay for. Let's say that number 5 was a losing door, but number 4 was a winning door. Well, they didn't actually roll 4, but the door opened for a second anyway, and they would have gotten away with that. So, I want to avoid that as much as possible. So, what happens, you might ask, if all 3 of these roll a 0? That's the 8th possibility, and I've only accounted for 7 doors. If all 3 of those roll a 0, then down here at the end of the line, when the signal comes through, when the signals are coming through the binary translator, like let's say bit number 4 was on. If bit number 4 was on, then this piston is extended downward, and these blocks, at least one of these blocks, is no longer connecting the chain. But if none of them turn on because the system rolled 0, then all of these pistons are retracted and these repeaters are connected. When that purple chain I mentioned a moment ago comes through, the one from the NAND, it connects here into the brown circuit, which, when that comes through here, it's this little system reduces it to a 1-tick pulse, which presumably it should still be a 1-tick pulse the way it comes through here, but sometimes, again, Minecraft propagation works weirdly. So I've done it this way to make sure that it is when it finally comes around. So if all the bits roll to 0, then when this signal propagates, a 1-tick pulse will carry through all 3 of these essentially check digits and carry all the way back around to the pink circuit, which also links into the red circuit. The red circuit is also the result of a success, because when someone opens their chest to claim whatever prize is inside, if any prize is inside, oh god, hang on, I'm stuck, shit. This is why I made the exploded view, ladies and gentlemen. When somebody opens their excuse me. Oh, that stops the music. Interesting. When somebody opens their chest, it creates a signal down one of these red lines, whichever one associates with the chest. and that signal carries over here to the rest of the to the mechanism that was initially activated by the yellow line. The red circuit, one of its functions is to put this block back and reset the machine. So if somebody claims their prize, the block goes back and the machine resets. The other thing that it does is come over here and put one of these units back in that chest. So the machine is ready for buying once again. And that's the red circuit. It's the reset line. But if the machine rolls all zeros, no door opened. And I don't want people to go away without a door open. I want everybody to have a chance at winning something. So the brown line will continue into the pink system, which I'll talk about the pink system in a moment. But it also triggers just the reset portion of the red line, which, because none of the doors opened yet, the system will trigger one more time and essentially re-roll the number. If it rolls a 0, it has the capability of detecting that and re-rolls the number. And this can happen again. If it rolls a 0 twice in a row, it will detect both and re-roll twice. But there is yet a further reason, or I guess payoff for it doing this. It's not just a catch-fail. It is a beneficial system. And that's what the rest of the pink circuit is. When the system rolls a 0, the pink circuit is triggered. And I call that system prize roll. The signal comes up here, is once again trimmed to a 1-tick signal if it wasn't already. And a couple things happen. First up, a full-strength signal comes into this closed loop. Comparators have the special quality of not renewing the signal strength the same way that repeaters do. So this closed loop will eventually decay its signal strength down to nothing. That closed loop is renewed to full signal strength and then sent into this closed loop, which has a block here which slightly slows the speed at which it decays, because blocks don't cause signal decay. For the entire length that this combination is engaged, these two observer blocks are smashed together, staring romantically into each other's eyes, as I said. Observer blocks are a single block that creates a redstone pulse when the thing that they're staring at changes. It's a very brief pulse, but when whatever they're looking into changes, they emit a pulse. This includes another observer block. So the observer block notices that the other observer block changes and emits a pulse, while the one that it's looking at notices that it just emitted a pulse and emits a pulse. And so back and forth forever. Two observer blocks feeding into each other is an excellent way to create a very fast clock, and I use it twice in this machine. It's also a very good way to make a predictable clock, because when these two are pushed together for the precise length of time that it takes this signal to decay, this dropper is triggered precisely 21 times. These are the possible prizes to get from the machine. Naturally, in proper implementation, they're not colors of wool. But I'm using those as a stand-in for the moment. These can be whatever objects you want. Diamonds, emeralds, heads, rare items on a particular server. Because it's selectable, like what you put in here, this can apply to any server with a chest shop plugin, which is most of them at this point. But yeah, just as a proof of concept, I'm going to manually trigger the prize wave. Well, if you counted all of those ticks, that was exactly 21 ticks before this system disengaged. And just to prove that, this chest now contains 10, 21. 21 items, randomly decided by Java's random implementation from among these 9. And they go back down into the prize chest, or the prize cart, which I mentioned earlier. When they are sent into the prize cart is triggered when the machine rolls a number. And it simply rolls back and forth. Once up, once back. By the time it returns, it is empty, because it passes over all of these hoppers. And as it does, they each get the opportunity to pull out 1 or 2 items, again, dependent on Java's randomness. And those items filter down into these upward-facing droppers. So, when you open the chest, it generates a signal that resets the machine, and it also triggers the dropper to put one of these items into the chest. So if the dropper has any items in it, which all of these have a pretty healthy amount, you will get one of those when you open the chest. So, almost a winner guaranteed. Except that's not entirely accurate. So, there's one further step. Oh, first, the other thing the pink circuit does, come down here, re-roll the device. This is that same piece of redstone I mentioned before that triggers the machine to start again. Wait a minute. Hang on, did I break something here? I think I might have broken something here. Oh, no, never mind. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything's perfectly fine. My system's better than even I think sometimes. So, like, in that particular instance, the user would get all of these things. Which is a pretty hefty reward. I mean, or it could be, I suppose. Meh. So yeah, door 2 opened, and there were like 6 things in there. And, well, I need to explain the teal line in a moment. That's the further thing that the prize system is involved with. That downward-facing dispenser I mentioned earlier that's full of arrows. When an item is dropped here, I mean, I might as well just make it the actual arrows. There. When the arrow is put down, another pair of observers are forced into each other's face. And this one just creates a bunch of pulses back and forth, which are triggering one or the other of these droppers. which are feeding into each other, and are filled with 4 shovels and 5 stacks of snowballs. Oh, holy crap. Thanks, friend. So the system here, whoops, accidentally picked up the arrow. There. This is the same technology that's behind a hopper clock with 2 hoppers feeding into each other. This is not anything of my design entirely, but ordinarily hopper clocks are made so that there's a precise length of time as items gently flow back and forth. This period is several minutes. Or, I mean, depending on the number of items used, it can take hours. I don't want this to take hours. I want this to very quickly oscillate between particular values. So, these are asymmetrically filled with items that will create signal strength from 0 to 15. And because it is dependent on which item is randomly chosen to go back and forth, it goes from 0 to 15 and then back to 0 in an asymmetric way. As long as this pressure plate has an arrow stuck in it, these will continue to oscillate. While they are oscillating, their signal strength... One moment here. Let me trigger it again. While they're oscillating, their signal strength is being... this one's fullness is being read by the comparator, which outputs signal strength. That signal strength, as you're seeing, is at 2. Now it's at 1. Now it's at a whole lot more. Going back up and down, up and down, and up and down asymmetrically again. And any time that it has signal strength of exactly 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, or 14, because any other value will land between these, but whenever it's got exactly that signal strength, that torch will light up for a moment. So that was signal strength 4. There's signal strength 2. And depending on which items it gets, that we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but not 6, because that arrow despawned from back here. So let's start the machine again. We'll get 5, or well 6, sorry, 7, 5, skipped 6 that time, 3, skipped 4, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's all because it's choosing these items in an unreliable order. Which, by the way, I could stand to make more unreliable if I swap out one of these snowballs for another shovel. Which I think I might do, just to increase the randomness of it. So, 2, 1... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Yeah, see, it's skipping around a little bit more now. Anyway, the purpose of those torches is to decide which of the items that filter down into these droppers, or, well, which of the droppers fires to put these items up into the chest. And if you recall from earlier, sorry to the new viewers, this has been quite a long-winded explanation. Been explaining for about an hour. But when this torch fires, one of the prizes that is in this dropper is pushed up here at random. So whatever is accumulated in this dropper gets decided to go up here at random when this torch randomly turns on. Those prizes are, well, the torch turns on and off randomly according to this oscillating signal, and the prizes that are put in there are randomly decided by the prize distribution system into the minecart chest. The triggering of the prize distribution system is randomly decided by those 3 other droppers choosing 0 and the system looping around. And in the first place, the items that end up in the cart are also random. So, if anyone has any idea how to calculate the odds of getting any one particular prize as a percentage of the time, I'd love to hear it. But the complicated nested randomness of this preposterous machine of mine, this is why I designed it with so much randomness. There are a lot of gambling machines on Minecraft servers, but they're all rigged in some way. This one isn't rigged. In fact, this one is so far from rigged, I can't tell you the likelihood. I do not have the formula necessary to tell you the likelihood of getting any one particular thing. It's probably too random to be a good gambling machine because I might lose profit on it. But at the same time, it makes it a real hell of a game. So that's this ludicrous mess. Yeah, that's this thing. I got a little bit carried away. So, I've made a couple changes over the course of this, so let me go commit those changes to the exploded view. Shit. There. Those blocks are special developer only blocks, or well, command line only blocks. They're not in the creative inventory that allow you to save portions of your world as essentially schematics from modded Minecraft and copy them places. So, in order to save this schematic, I created layers of it and then paste them apart over here so I can reference the individual parts in an uncluttered way. And this system is what I will be referencing when I rebuild the machine, rather than that. But yeah, isn't that super exciting? This ludicrous creation of mine. So much randomness. So yeah, somebody buys a stick. Chest opens. Get a whole bunch of stuff. That was box number 5. Somebody buys another play. Oh, box number 1. Fewer prizes, but still. Buy another stick. Whole bunch of stuff. That's several big winners in a row. So I've attracted some attention at this point. Aw, nothing. Well, that's a shame. Box number 1. Well, we already know that it's only got a couple things in it, if anything. So, 1 item. Buy another play. Box number 3. That's another big winner. Oh, look, it rolled an 8. So there's the prize wave distribution thing going off. That's it selecting new prizes to give out, as previously mentioned. Whoops. Which are then further distributed into these droppers, as mentioned before. But chest 1 still only had the 1 unit, because those prizes haven't actually fallen into circulation just yet. But that's okay. Let's buy another play. Box number 4. Nothing. Well, that's a tough break. Let's buy another play. Box number 7. Big winner. Let's buy another play. Wow, again? Alright, well, another prize wave. Gonna have a whole lot of prizes in there eventually. But this one wasn't one of them. And so, at this stage, let's say I make the fee to play the game 500 in-game money units. I just made 5,000 in-game money units and attracted a whole lot of attention because out of those 5,000, out of those 10 players, a whole bunch of people got a bunch of stuff. But because they got a bunch of stuff, the next couple players... Here, tell you what. I'm gonna throw those back in there. Let's do another 10 plays. First play, box 2. Decent haul for box 2. Box 6. That one hadn't been opened since the last time, so it's pretty full as well. Next up, box 2. That's a shame for box 2. You only get 1. Box 7. Small surprise. Box 5. Or, roll, player 5. One thing. Player 6. A few things. Player 7. Nothing. Player 8. Nothing. Player 9. A little something. Player 10. A few things. And so at this stage, let's see here. How are we doing? Do any of these actually have anything? Ah, yeah. See, box number 5, nobody knows this right now, naturally, because this is completely hidden information. But box number 5 would be a heck of a thing to get. Box number 4's got nothing. Box number 3's got nothing. Box number 2's got nothing. Box number 1 is an even better selection. So, given that it bases the prize, that the chests that haven't been chosen in a while are more likely, but not guaranteed to have larger pools, people are going to keep trying. So, let's do another 10, just for sample's sake, before I get to the rebuild on an actual server. Player 1. Oh, tough break. Player 2. Player 3. Player 4. Ah, there we go. Oh, player 6 caused more prizes to happen. Again, this will encourage people to start coming back because more prizes filtering out to different boxes. Of course, player 6 doesn't actually get anything, but the next person in line probably does. Maybe the person after that. Ah, they got something all right. Player 9. Still haven't gotten box 2. Or box 5. Have we? Box 5's got to be chock full of stuff. Yes. And see, because I know how the odds... Well, I don't know how the odds work because I just admitted I don't actually know how to calculate that. But, like, this game is only helped by hanging around and being like this. Step right up, try this out. The announcer kind of guy, because I know that in all likelihood box 5 is full of things, and in fact it is. But I don't know for sure. So, next person up, get some stuff. There's one further part of this that I didn't mention before. The longer the game goes between people attempting, the longer this system has to distribute prizes. It has longer to oscillate. So, if it goes just a little bit longer between people trying, then the next person to try has a higher chance of getting more things, which, again, triggers another rush to the machine. So it's completely random. It's not fixed in the slightest. But, oh my goodness, does this make me money on servers where I implement it. So, with all that in mind, I need to make a quick list of what exactly the materials are that I need to make this preposterous thing, because I haven't actually done that yet. I have not made a list of what this takes. Wait, why don't I have a... Oh, right. Alright, so go with me on this journey. Let's see. Let me just count torches. 1, 2, 3, 7... 14... Don't worry, I'm gonna do the calculations out and figure out the raw materials as well. Just figured I probably ought to do this too. Where? Where? Where's my mouse? It's an excellent question. Where the hell is it? There we go. I've got one dropper, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of them. One dispenser. Oh wait, hang on. 7, 8. Shit. 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 droppers. Yeah, there we go. I'm kind of a doof. Working my way down here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are sticky pistons, right? Yeah. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, pretty sure I've only got the 2 of those. Yep. All right, now this is quite a lot larger of a count. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. 19, 21. There you go, brain. Thank you. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Suddenly occurs to me there's a much easier way to figure all of this out. Damn. There's a significantly easier way to figure all of this out. All right. Oh, shit. Right. That's why I was flying. Oops. There we go. Gonna need that too. Kind of figured. All right. Suddenly occurs to me there's an even easier way than this to figure this out too, but you know what? We're committed now. Okay, these don't actually make a difference. Okay, no, I need these to... Son of a bitch. I just deleted concrete, didn't I? Well, now I don't have a precise count of the blocks necessary, but you know what? That's fine. The important part is the circuit. Did I miss anything? Not from that level. There we go. Quiet destruction network, I guess. Once I have a count of the materials, I'll go back to being entertaining. Sorry. Oh, son of a bitch. arrows. I'm definitely going to need some amount of arrows. I don't know if I'm going to need that many arrows. At least not right away. There. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, thank God. Okay. You know what? It might just be safer to use an actual jukebox. There we go. I made a mistake. Well, that's a lot of stuff. Great. All right, so in that case, let's don't need that. Well, I certainly hope I didn't miscount that. Yep, 4 observers, 1 dispenser, 14 droppers, 9 sticky pistons, 2 regular pistons. $83 repeaters. Hey there, Blackness. Thanks for the love. Sorry, I'm being a little boring at the moment, making a boring list. It's important, though. Great. Okay. Oh, really? Alright, well, I did want to test something here real fast. Thanks. Thanks for not turning flying back on, I guess. Yeah, that absolutely would have worked instead of slowly dismantling it. Lesson learned. Oh, of course, I am still in creative mode, so extra items are probably getting deleted. In fact, extra items are definitely getting deleted. So here, let me do that. Let me do that trick one more time, but correctly this time. Right. Oh, it's fine. It's all still here. I just did something a little silly. Which I intend to do again real quick. Just to check myself before I do something even more silly. that first, then do this. Still lost a few over the edge, but that's fine, I think. I can reclaim them in a moment. Oh boy, there are a few things underwater here, aren't there? There are quite a few things underwater here. Oh boy. Well, maybe that wasn't quite as elegant a solution as I was hoping. Yeah, I did do a manual count earlier, which wasted a lot of time, but it occurred to me that I could also just do that. So now I am trying to do that. Except that wool isn't important, and neither are all of these sticks. Okay, all of you can get off the island. I just want to make sure that my count from earlier is correct. Okay, so take out the wool, take out the wool. Take out everything but 3 sticks. Should be nothing in this inventory aside from sticks. And wool. And there should further be nothing underwater. It's really hard to tell. Oh, that didn't make it easier. Why is water so hard to see in? Okay. Great. I notice there's no glass. When I tell it to destroy, it doesn't actually drop every one of those, does it? It, like, if the command doesn't have silk touch, it doesn't count. I bet. Well, that's weird. Okay, so precisely 341 blocks. I estimated 350, so that's cool. 64 snowballs, that's exactly what I have. Okay. More redstone dust from the manual way, but it's fine to have more than I need. So that's all cool. Oh, yeah, definitely miscounted on sticky pistons. Okay, but why would there be 9 trap chests? That's just not correct. There are only 7 trap chests. That doesn't make any sense otherwise. Okay, 11 comparators. Yep. Yeah, this method agrees. Good. I feel confident about that. Cool. Alright. And now one more time for good measure. There. It's as though I never systematically dismantled it. All right. So, you know what this means. I'm going to keep that one over on the other screen. To be reference. Ah, why? Let's see, what's the other one? There. Yeah. Great. Should. Oh, right. I found a thing. The same thing that killed that other server. So, I warned these people about it. To be fair, I warned the other people about it too. They just didn't listen to me. And then their entire server died. Which I assure you, I had almost nothing to do with. So, from here, I intend to just actually play until I get the resources and resources necessary to do something on that scale. Because that was the plan. Okay, well, time to slum it because I am a beginner on this thing. Torches. Wait. Yeah, well, I've got an hour, according to my bare wrist. Alternately, my bare wrist. Thanks much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Damn it. Oh, right. I am doing a stream, so you would all probably like to be able to see. Ow. Probably ought to have run that by them first. Oh well. really need torches. This looks like Gerbo for you. On the upside, hello redstone, I'm going to need 208 and more of you. Say, Blackness, would you like to hang out in the commentary? Perhaps? Give me something to talk about while I'm poking at blocks? Ah, dang. Oops. There we go. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, you know, sprinting upstairs like a normal human. Right. Him. Maybe shouldn't stream with him present. Well, I mean, come on. I am already nude. How much worse can it get? What peculiar generation. Hello, skeleton. Enjoying the shade there, my friend. Such a peculiar watercolor. Ham. Ham. Wait. Good. When they said claims were corrupted, I was afraid for a moment I didn't have that anymore. I beg your... Oh, no. Oh, no, you've modded the place. Okay, nothing else is weird. We're fine. Wait, new recipe unlocked for having the bowl from the soup? Didn't I need to... Wouldn't I have needed to have the bowl to make the soup? Well, that's interesting. And neatly solves my need for rails, I guess. Let's see, I only needed 14 of them. Well, already got them. Ooh, chest. Thud. All right. I'll fucking take it. Anything else fun for me? Before I get too deep. Damn it. I am gonna need those, though. Yeah, mine shafts are Not a great time for me. But the allure of chests with a bunch of stuff in them is hard to resist. It's quite interesting to see one generated in a mesa as well. That certainly is a username. Aha! Ooh! Well, I don't need those, but they're potentially useful. Okay. Boop. Success. Didn't build the bow backward this time. Which definitely has happened. More times than I care to admit. You know what? Boop, boop. Gonna need one of them. Gonna need 3 of them. Whoop. Should. There we go. Just briefly converting the my materials list into a checklist. All right. Well, now that I've got the bow, I can tick this off as well. I also can get an amount of progress toward making... How many of those do I need? 14? Doesn't matter how many others are in the stack, I guess, because I can just do... Wait, it does matter if I'm about to do that, though. And wait. I need 14. I have 3 already. There. Wham! There we go. One dispenser, 14 droppers. Now, do I correctly assume that these can't be... Oh, shit, they can. They totally can. Oh. Well, the hell with your special loot. I'm just going to use these as actual pieces. Because why not? Do need that, though. 3 sticks. 3 signs. How much iron do I have? An amount of iron. I can always go back to the Stone Age if I need to, I suppose. Do I know how to make that yet? Yes. Great. Not that that really matters. You don't need to know how to make something in order to be able to make it. I just wanted to double check myself. I'm gonna need... more. Go. Oh. Right. Okay, well. Gonna need a bunch of these too. Gonna need precisely 7 trapped chests. Gonna need 3 chests otherwise. Can go mark both of those off. I have no gold yet, so I can't... I plain can't make oh, excuse me. Oh, that feels really good. Okay. I did not count the 1 lever I was gonna need. But I might as well add that to the list anyway, for completion's sake. Have to make 8 shovels for this plan. Might as well do that now. There we go, 8 shovels. Gonna go need to find... The hell? Oh. Snow? There's a bunch of snow up there. That'll work. Hi, non-burning zombie in the middle of the day. There you go. I guess I needed to just remind you. You there, catch fire. I said you there. Catch fire. Good. God, shouldn't be my job to keep all of you on task. What the? I'm sure I didn't dig up that many snowballs. Are they just dropping double for no good reason? They totally are. Well, great. That's wonderful. Well, cool. Oi! Well, whatever. Server's behaving weird anyway. No. The wool was simply a placeholder for what the actual prizes will be. I will have to collect the actual whatever I want to use for prizes, but, I mean, that's... I'd have to do that anyway. I also don't intend to color code this build of the device. The color code is simply for the schematic so that I know what the hell I'm doing. There you are. There we go. Whoa, nope. Don't want to do that. Wait. That's the way. Gonna need a bunch of them. Where did my mouse go? Just now. Where is my mouse? Where on any level is my mouse? Okay. In my mind, I think the biggest problem is going to be the quartz, because in order to get that, I need to go to the Nether, for which I'm going to need some additional stuff. Excuse me? Oh shit, this server has the chairs. Oh, okay. I'm okay with that mod. That allows me to do some more things that I shouldn't be able to do, but do anyway. Don't worry about it. I can use dirt. Alright, you there. I'm gonna need you. I know, I'm a terrible builder and my house probably gives people connections, but my purpose on this server is not a house, so eat me. My purpose on this server is money. No, but really, my purpose on this server is entertainment. This was always one of my favorite magic tricks of Minecraft. Please excuse me a moment. That scared the hell out of me. Hello? Hello? Who is you? Okay. That was terrible and terrifying. That was the doorbell. door buzzer, perhaps, might be more accurate. Welcome back.
Hello!
That's very loud. How you doing?
Good. How long you got more on this?
I don't know. I was just gonna keep working. There.
If you could come to a stopping point within a half hour, that'd be awesome.
Well, guess we don't get to build that today. Nor do I get to show off modded, but I've got half an hour more, I guess. So, Blackness says hi.
Who?
Well, Blackness says fight me, but
Why do you say fight?
okay. Quartz. Quartz, quartz, quartz.
Seth, let's do close real quick, okay?
What clothes?
Holding close.
Oh, yeah.
Meh. I was hopeful you would join me, Ben.
Oh, yeah, projects are working on today. Come.
How many comparators do I actually need? I need 11 of them. 11 of those, 4 observers. So... background music provided by Ben.
Seth bought a Simon and Garfunkel CD, so it's in my head. We were listening to that.
Huh.
You've been gone all day.
You have? I was gonna stream while you were out. Well, I mean, I did stream while you were out. I was gonna keep streaming, but, well...
How long have you been on for?
2.5 hours.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Figured I'd do a long one after your 5-hour one the other day.
Well, it was either do a 5-hour stream or curl in a ball and cry. We are gonna go see Deadpool around 7:30.
Oh, cool.
So if you wanted to pick your stream back up at that time, that'd be awesome.
Or join us.
Or join us for Deadpool, of course, yeah. Didn't you see it already?
No.
Oh, do you wanna?
I mean, I haven't seen the first one either.
Our asexual pal Lewis is gonna join us.
I don't think I have a good way back from this.
Are you gonna do me?
There we go.
Of course.
The HP bar is rainbow and some other things are rainbow because of a resource pack that I have that makes more things rainbows because rainbows are neat.
Hey Jared, do you mind if we turn the air on to the smalls?
What?
Do you mind if we turn the air on to the small setting?
No, that shouldn't be a problem. The hell? Okay, apparently I'm not the first person in that area to have made a portal because I am next to somebody's face.
Oh, you wanna Are you on a private server?
I'm on a public server.
Okay. I know I said private server, but that's not what I meant to ask. Are you on a server?
Yes. Yes, I am on a server.
Okay.
Just as I went to a non-private private party yesterday.
Hey, did you have fun?
Yeah, that was a ton of fun. I was
you-
out until 3. I was basically dead when I got home.
Jesus, you were dead this morning.
Yeah.
Okay, did you tell that story though?
Which?
Of how you woke up this morning?
No, I did not.
That's hilarious.
That's how it is for me.
That's hilarious. Tell the story.
Okay, apparently it's remarkable that... Well, you tell the story. I don't...
I'm not sure they can hear me.
Well, you are shouting.
Well, yeah, because I don't think they can hear me. Alright, I'll tell the story.
Well, they heard you mention Deadpool, so...
Early this morning, Jeremy was sleeping very soundly in his bedroom, and me and Seth were getting ready for breakfast.
Okay, now they can't hear you. Smartass.
So I hate recounting things with you because you remember things that I forget, and I am more of a embellisher storyteller.
I'll do my best to not embellish that, or to not have
So
an
there
issue
we
with
were,
that.
Jeremy, dead to the world, fast asleep, snoring his little butt off.
Little?
Well, that sounds like he was farting. Snoring your butt off.
No, I'd rather not frame that in the phrase of just farting asleep, but I kind of like that.
And then, so we're getting ready in the bathroom, and all of a sudden, like, because we didn't know if you were going to come home last night.
Yeah, I came home long after you guys had gone to bed.
So Seth comes in the bathroom, and I'm doing something with my hair, I think. And he's like, Seth says, Jared's home. Like, very calmly, very
Yeah.
quietly,
To Ben in the bathroom,
Jared's home.
couple rooms away.
Yes. And then, like lightning, Jeremy shoots up in bed because he hears his name. He doesn't even hear his name. He hears the shortened version of his name that sounds like a syllable that could be air or stare or care or flare.
Woo!
But no, because it's Jer, he wakes up, bat out of hell, bottle rocket. What's going on, guys?
So,
Bear in mind, this cat gets like, what, 4 hours of sleep? You were on 4 hours of sleep when you got woken up like that.
so
Like, we were talking. Not even softly, we were talking the whole time. But it's
And-
like your brain is programmed to hear your name and wake up if that happens.
Yeah, it kind of is.
So yeah, buddy, that's remarkable.
All right.
What's Seth?
Not a care, a chair. Shot into the air. With
I
a
do
stare.
declare.
He declared.
Do you have the AC remote over there?
Oh, I do.
Okay, thank you.
You here?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm folding all the clothes by myself. 'Cause Seth is kind of a jerk to me. Seth,
No.
folding.
Alright, let me put this away. Let go.
Worst boyfriend in the world.
There we go.
Tomorrow, remind me, because you'll remember. Okay, remind me to tell the gas station story. Okay,
Hey Ben, why don't you tell the gas station story?
I'm not gonna tell it right now. I'm gonna tell it during our stream tomorrow. Got that, Jeremy?
Okay.
Gas station story.
Tune in tomorrow to hear the gas station story.
Tune in tomorrow with your straw hat and cane.
Is it a spicy story? Blackness would like to know if it's a spicy story.
It's an odd story. Hey, look at these lines. Do you remember this?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Joss. It's a story that made me go, oh my God, where do I live?
What a strange question.
Where do I live where this is a normal conversation?
Oh,
You've said that a
Yeah.
lot with us.
That story, right?
that story.
What,
oh
Jared?
my god.
You've said that a lot with me and us.
Where do I live?
Yeah, this is a conversation that we are having.
No. I mean, like, in public.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. I might as well tell the story now.
No!
No. We promised it for tomorrow.
You
Okay,
built up so
alright.
much tension,
I think,
making Blackness
Thank
shiver.
I think you did
with
that
things
wrong.
to say.
Yeah. No, you got one shot there. You can stop.
You got one shot, one opportunity.
Eat your mom's spaghetti.
Blackness would like you to know, laughs in Texan.
Patient.
How do you laugh in Texan? You can't reach?
No,
Or you don't want to reach?
I can't reach.
Well, you don't want to reach, whatever. Well, goes nice then, right?
Oh, sorry, I missed a line of text that makes laughs in Texan make more sense.
Oh, what is it?
I'll come with a cowboy hat, my spurs, and some ribs for that story.
Nicely. What is wrong with you? Silly? No. Okay, these are not dress pants. These are casual pants. Dress pants you fold like you did. Casual pants you. I don't want our audience knowing how anal retentive I am about folding.
Oh, that's why you wanted me to end the stream.
Well, plus we got some stuff we want to do, and it's going to be calamitous, and I just want to relax and not be on camera or microphone.
Well,
Very good. I love that you don't pick it up.
okay, so there's an amount of material that'll help me make some more things.
Ow! Ow! Come on! That boxed my ear. Ow.
New message from Blackness. Hey everyone, Ben likes properly folding clothes.
Laugh at the loser! Laugh!
Isn't that weird?
Okay, now I just like to think about anal retention, but seriously, put the tag on the
I
inside.
did. That tag needs to be cut off.
Look.
Oh, I
Fold
missed
it
that.
down.
Okay.
Yeah. Why does the tag need to be cut off?
Well, because I thought that it was just bent out.
No, it's just, they're not friendly tags. If you try to cut them off, they're just gonna.
I bet he irons wrinkles like a loser.
They're gonna like get their family and like burn down your house.
I do have an ironing board and an iron.
And now I know how to iron clothes like a loser.
Well, you know, you got the basics.
Well, I didn't ask you for a 100 level course, Ben. I thought you'd teach me everything.
What was I saying?
This is true.
This is not true. What was I saying? your mash. On your finger. Can you check that out?
I'm sorry, can you show me that again? I missed it.
All right, there. 11
that-
comparators. That's what I'll need.
Just fold them up. What are you? Fold them up.
Fold them up. I'm gonna start putting this away. Fold them
Alright,
both.
then I will fold them both. You put shit away.
You watch me put that shit away. I'll put shit away like you never saw.
Then I shouldn't punch you.
You bunch of dorks.
Who, me?
You guys.
I'm not a dork. I am a dork wrangler. I'm like Jane Goodall for dorks. Whatever this is, did not-
Kind, educated, and destined to be mauled by
whatever this
gorillas.
is- Whatever this is, did not-
That's the one that actually fell behind dryers when I was taking them out. So it was bad.
That's semen. That is straight up ejaculate.
Definitely that shouldn't be.
Thank you for airing our dirty laundry, Ben.
Literally airing your dirty laundry. Oh, yeah, Blackness wants to see the haircut.
Oh, when you get a chance, Seth, Blackness wants to see your haircut.
No, yours.
I didn't get a haircut.
Oh, you said we were getting haircuts.
Well, I had myself down for a beard trim, but they never called me. Seth got his whole half-hour haircut. He came back and they just never called me. So I'm like, fuck it.
Oh, wow.
I'll
What
just do it at home.
what shits?
Yeah.
Well, Blackness, I would like to show you, but my hair was already cut.
Seth, go on. Don't be good. Okay. See what I mean about the Django and all dorks?
Yeah, a little bit.
So when are you getting mauled by gorillas, Ben?
That happens nightly, dickweed.
Okay. I think my biggest need here is more friggin' redstone.
Did you build your thing?
No, I spent 2 hours talking about it and showing it off, and then I joined this server in hopes of building it here, but I would need to, like, actually collect all the resources, which is going to take a while, so that's what I was starting on. What are you doing?
Banging on the couch.
Oh my.
Seth,
Yes.
what you up to?
Get my legs up.
No.
Yeah.
No, let's do the furniture stuff first.
I'd rather do that when those shirts done.
We'll be sending soon.
I really don't start thinking.
Well, that's going to be a big project. Are you going to be able to interrupt yourself?
This?
Yes.
I would rather not, but this is a movie project. This is going to be a fast one.
Blackness, that's really
That's
silly.
not- Remote
Ben, would
feature.
you?
I don't want to.
I just need some, your help with holding the things.
I'm tired.
You know what?
Okay, what else can I take off before I end here? 2 blocks of redstone. make...
Control those with aura, by the way.
Laura?
Okay, hold the text. Hold the speed button.
Where the hell did I put the things? Right here. Okay, that's right.
Fair enough.
Heard the mighty
The
pterodactyl.
other way? There, there's the way. That's the way I do
I
it.
was going for kitty cat. But that's a pterodactyl to you?
So I need 4 of those.
Concrete baskets. Gonna go in the bedroom because that's what it is.
Wait, what?
Concrete baskets. Oh! Everybody say yes. Everybody say no. Everybody say yes. Laundry baskets. Oh!
Keep one of those for myself. Kick off. Yeah, why? Why sometimes when I tab out of Minecraft do I not get my cursor? Nope, still trapped in the game. Four observers. Gesundheit.
Yes, honey?
Where do we put your yellow bag? Because right in front of the closet is not the place. Huh? Well, think about it.
53 redstone torches.
Shit.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Are you distracted?
I'm a little...
Is this distracting?
Are you okay?
What's going on? Boop!
A very wild Ben approaches, yes.
I bought light bulbs, and they're made of lead. What?
I fucked up.
How'd you fuck up?
I tore off the adhesive to my lights.
Uh-huh. That was bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's how they stick to things.
Not all of them, but a good portion of it.
Oh, sad.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Can also mark off 2 pistons. Alright. Well, that's a fair amount of this taken care of already.
Oh, shit. All my chocolates melted together.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's not okay. I'm sorry, pal.
Alright. Well, that's a fair portion of stuff. Hopefully between now and the next time that I am live, I can get more of those resources in my own time. Whee! This has been Minecraft.
Wait, no, say it like a German.
No,
Minecraft!
that's insensitive.
To who?
The Germans,
Oh my God.
presumably.
Oh my god, that's not a thing.
I mean, I like the pun that I made in the sassy caption, but
What was it?
I said it's my favorite soup. Minecraft.
Oh. Oh.
Minecraft.
Oh. Yeah, that's clever.
Mindstonecraft.
I mean, yeah, good for you.
Thanks. I love you. Love it. Wonderful.
I'm sorry.
You butt. Alright. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for hanging out, Blackness. I know that got quite dry in the middle when I was taking a thing apart.
Take my clothes off
But,
and stream.
yeah. Bye, everybody. That didn't work. Because I changed it. That's why I remember what I did. Okay, goodbye, everybody.